Low key, niggas hating but they don't want no beef. State gang, true sippers, bitch, I bet we gon' eat.
I know that you're watching, plotting and wishing, praying that I fall.
Yeah.
Shout out my haters, I know that you're watching, plotting and wishing, praying that I fall. Shout out my haters, I know that you're watching, plotting and wishing.
It's like, I just want to talk to you niggas for a second. Like, don't erase nothing. Like, keep this shit right. Make this the first one. When I say just for you, I mean like, this shit just for you hating ass niggas. Just for you get money ass niggas. Like, and I be praying for you niggas too. Like, I just pray God keep me out you niggas' way. Cause God know I slap one of you niggas ass down.
Independent jam, don't talk about labels unless you talking paints. Camo rap the vid, just past Makitas. This shit here for frame. Wide body, something in the seat. Tap the gas, you feel it yank. Laro, where you been? Them folks need you, this shit feeling blank. Ain't dropped in a sec, I know. I just love the flex and go. Gucci button up, leave it open. Make sure that my niggas show. Gang and stand on the couch. Spread on racks right next to blow. She say that she faithful, up pop quiz the way I test the hoe. I know that they hate to see it. Poppin' hard, she burn them up. He bought two, I threw two more. That's my little mans, I turn them up. SIT boy straight the curve. Lost control, I turned it rough. I look like a fifth from Prince. Having truff, that purple stuff. Audemars just broke the jaw. That just mean the face shadow. Cocaine in his purse form, water whip it like cake batter. Button on every blicky bay, that just make him shake faster. Show my ass fuck up the scene, that just make him hate faster.
Yeah. Like the gas station, nigga. Like, pulled up on me. Like, I'm in the hood every day. Like, if I ain't in the hood, walk in the hood, blow in the hood, you know what I'm saying? Major in the hood. Like, one stop shop, nigga. Like, if you trying to shop, like, pull up. You trying to get killed, nigga, pull up. Like, we just really doing this shit, like, independent, though. Like, no labels, no dick ride. None of that dick pulling ass shit you niggas be on. And for the record, nigga, like, we ain't looking for no deals, nigga. Like, we looking for plugs. You looking for a deal, nigga. I'm looking for a socket, nigga. Another socket. Cause I'm trying to get rich, nigga. Fuck some famous shit. Come on, man, cut this shit off.
Shout out my haters, I know that you're watching, plotting and wishing, praying that I fall. Shout out my haters, I know that you're watching, plotting and wishing, praying that I fall. Shout out my.
I'm taking hallelujah. That's about everybody. We miss on the song a lot. Gives me a million about it. This is called Tell Another Dude.
For free, can't put no trust in you boys, cause y'all be trying to run G. Cause I don't like dreaming about making no cheese. Wanna see my motherfucking bank account OD. Until then, I'ma be thugging behind the project building, smoking that 5 with the ghetto children, plotting on a way that we can make $1 million. Yeah, I'ma be thugging behind the project building, smoking that bobby with the ghetto children, plotting on a way that we can make $1 million. Hey, hey. Leave the haters trending like Gilligan. Hundreds I'm considering. Flexing for $1 million. Catch it, hater, I'm killing them. They stop, but I ain't feeling them. My jacket off appearing them. Some will say it's numerary. Partners in vocifering. Juvenile is different. Look at what I did to them. Boys wearing Reeboks instead of Nikes and Timberlands. Bitch hitters, I be tipping them. My Mac 9, it be flipping them. Some of these haters is trying to run G, so I be gifting them. They will do the same to me. Boys ain't no family. Shit is all a game to me. But nobody gon' handle me. 400 degrees, toting guns, running with me. No wonder we need more money one could receive. Player wanna deal with this Christ. I'ma put it open in his life. Never should I fuck with me right. Why you keep ducking me shy? I'ma knock your head off. Boy, tryna get to your fuck, tryna play it off. You made the beat, pussy, so why is you scared? If you mind your fucking business, then your life would be spared. I can't see it. Pussy try to make me out a bitch. I can't be it. I had this motherfucker crow with hitters like Free Nick. You probably can save yourself, but you can't save your neighbors when my nine get to spinning around like a baseball player. Put on this potato on the end of my nine. Foolishness I entertain to keep these boys in line. Look, cause I don't like to dream about making no cheese. Cause I don't like to dream about making no cheese. Wanna see my motherfucking bank account OD. Until then I'ma be thugging line a project building. Smoking that Bobby with the ghetto children. Plotting on a way that we can make $1 million. Yeah, I'ma be thugging line a project building. Smoking that Bobby with the ghetto children. Plotting on a way that we can make $1 million. Ask some boy about me. Bet them bitches know me. Man, know your head buster out that wild TC. I'm a young hitter. Look at what you done, hitter. You done made me mad. Now I'm gonna get my gun, hitter. Better watch your tongue, hitter. Cause I'm getting dumb, hitter. Kill one hitter to represent where I'm from, hitter. 3 things you don't ever do. Fuck with a man, exchange over his mama. You do that, you want drama. Fuck with a big timer for sure. You gon' see I'm out to. Which one of you boys want me? I'ma keep it real with you. You say you the man, I know I'm the man, and I'm ready to deal with you. I'm prepared for the toe tagging. Keep my Reebok strapped tight with my key ball sagging. Now I done rocked a couple of these times. I know I'm in a drought and they gonna pursue mine. I got bills to pay, I can't be playing with you jokers. These youngsters something else, now you bout it, they'll provoke you. You can't understand how a hitter my age can hit the streets like the bustin' with the 12 gauge. But I don't like to dream about making no cheese in the future. Wanna see my fucking pockets OD. Until then I'ma be thugging on the project. Fucking that title with the ghetto shit.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Good afternoon. It's here. It's finally here. Dr. Umar Johnson finally addresses all FDM allegations, frozen accounts, and scam claims. It's Up There podcast. Now, you new people, I don't watch stuff before I review it. I get a quick glance of it. So within the first 15 seconds, I gleaned from this. He called Mary Ann Lorient and Lene some liars. He called them some live struggle streamers on YouTube, said there is no federal investigation. And then Mary Ann Lorient made the clip. So he directly is responding to her because dude played a clip of Mary Ann Lorient saying some shit. Lene, again, she is blowing your story out the water, nigga. She done made the It's Up There podcast with her commentary. You haven't. Ain't nobody thought about your ass in 6 months. Let's go, y'all.
First of all, I'm not into no federal investigation. That's a lie.
Okay.
From stream of lies. And the people putting it out there are not supporters at all.
A letter from the attorney that's representing the party of 40 will be sent to him to show good faith that we're willing to sit down and give him a chance to give an explanation to why the school hasn't been open.
And the next thing you know, they're trying to sell the school without any notice. I think they did it because of my personal political views. Yo, this was times where I had my gun in my hand like, yo, I should go blow his mother effing brains out, man.
Boy, stop lying. Well, Mary Ann did tell us he had that pistol. This nigga is a character. Not a
That's the people's money you just stole.
Are you ignoring the fact, though, that genuinely some of your supporters, doubt has crept in because of the timeline of the school?
Nah.
You still don't believe?
Nope.
According to Dr. Umar Johnson, the school that he's been raising money for over 10 years is finally finished.
Dr. Umar. Yes, his scamming ass.
This man supposedly had $750,000.
Is this the pushback interview we've been waiting for? It sound like he getting pushed back on this one. That he got clips of everybody saying shit. He addressed him about it. Okay then. This is the clout Mary Ann and Lene have been looking for. They've been looking for this. It's here. Let's see what they do with it.
That he got from the black community over 6 years and has opened nothing.
Truth, the school is never going to be done, so you can say anything. You can say it's a school for goddamn leprechauns.
Dr. Umar Johnson is back with more scams.
Dr. Umar Johnson may have pulled off the smartest scam.
This is great PR for Umar. Umar. It's just showing how many people have talked shit about Umar, said he was going down, and the nigga is standing the test of time. And I repeat, it's up there podcast, paid for this interview, which is why he done put it on Patreon, monetized it, and he done cut up several clips of what's going on in this interview, as he should.
I've ever seen.
I shouldn't have to fight them. My people should take care of my haters.
You did come out at one point and say that your accounts were frozen, business and personal. What was the update on that? And explain to the audience a little bit.
Dr. Umar has access to no money right now because my personal account contains all of my money.
Man, that nigga, he looked bad as hell. He looked like a 70s basketball player, like he played in the ABA.
I only send it to Apple Pay and PayPal as necessary. So the Prince of Pan-Africanism, for the first time in my life, is without any digital currency. So for my loyal supporters out there, if you can spare a few dollars so I can take care of Queen Mother Ifatunde and myself until my bank account is frozen or canceled so I can get my money back.
And they started to help me. And as soon as they started to help me, Apple Pay debanked me. No, I still don't have a reason. And guess what? They said they didn't have to supply one.
Do you think when you came out and done that affected your cultural equity at all? Do you think your rhetoric and what you've done over the last 16 years, do you get away debt free with that? Do you think white supremacy allows Dr. Umar Johnson?
No, they're watching. School we building ain't never been built in this country before. This is the first school in American history, independent, African-centered school financed with donations from African people on.
That's the fucked up part about it. It's financed by African people, and African people can't finance the entire operation without getting shit back. They financing it, then you telling them they gotta pay their kids, gotta pay to go and all that other shit. And my issue with you is you ain't spent none of your own money. I would have a different opinion of you if you could show where you done took and put $100,000 into the school out your own money, $200,000, $50,000, anything. I would feel a lot different about you. But you literally are dependent on the people to fund your goddamn dream with none of your money spent at all.
Every single continent in the world.
And if you ain't talking no dough, then I ain't interested. Look, they say the sky's the limit, I'm going farther than that. She keep blowing on my phone, so I called her mama, come get me.
Before we frozen business and personal, what was the update on that? And explain to the audience a little bit. Explain to the audience a little bit what happened, your response to it, and where it stands now.
Well, we got debanked, but the bank kept giving us the runaround. First, they said we just looking into your account. I guess they wanted to see if I was mismanaging money. I'm assuming the struggle streamers contacted the bank and accused me of fraudulent behavior as they've done in the past. First,
How in the world would any struggle streamer know where the fuck you banked unless you done came out here before and told the struggle streamers where you banked? There's no way they would know that information. And it's a bank you said you've been at since you was a kid. But continue, Umar, continue.
said we was looking into your account, but you're not gonna be debanked, right? And then the next thing you know, I get a letter in the mail saying I'm debanked. So I call them. I say, y'all told me y'all just looking into the account. Yeah, well, we didn't know. We thought they was, and we just got this letter from the higher ups saying that we can no longer host your account, that we have the right to choose who we can and cannot. But then Donald Trump, or was it Joe Biden? It might have been Trump who signed this law that says banks cannot just debank you because they don't like you. You follow what I'm saying? But we were a black bank now, so I'm gonna let it be. But I think I did have grounds to sue because I think they did it because of my personal political views.
Bullshit. Didn't them folk get Kanye up out their bank? Did them folk tell just for no reason? Because they ain't like what he said, you got to get the fuck up out of here?
You follow what I'm saying?
Yes.
So, and I was with that bank since I was in my first summer job at 14 years old. It just goes to show white folks don't care nothing about you. You feel me? So we got debanked. While we're debanked, the city of Wilmington tries to sell
we're gonna get to that. I want to deal with the bank side first because, like you said, you were debanked. Some of the reports came out, and a lot of the content creators were reacting because, for the first time in your career, you asked for a personal donate.
See, he put this out in a 10-minute clip already, and then he added it in there. He getting his money as he should.
Yeah, because I was debanked too. In other words, while we was the bank, we couldn't access no money. So my personal account is froze, and the school's account is froze. And I didn't know how long they was going to be froze.
Did they give you a reason?
I still don't have a reason.
To this
and guess
day.
what? They said they didn't have to supply one. Yes.
Wow. So you're debanked, and all of a sudden,
And the money froze with no promise of when it's going to be released. They gave me a date, right? And then that date came, and I still ain't got my money. So I'm calling around the lawyers and everything. And the one lawyer, like, it's hard to get your money back from these banks. I said, what? He said, yeah, them
It
banks.
ain't hard to put it in there.
Yeah, but he was telling me, like, with them banks, you got to be careful. He said he heard of banks who held on to people money for years, bro. You got to be careful with these banks, man. Yeah. He said the rules around finance give them a lot of leeway, bro.
I bet.
They can straight have you. You can be a multi-millionaire and be broke as shit messing with these banks, bro. Yes.
So you're debanked. Did you receive?
It doesn't matter if it's a black-owned bank or a white-owned bank either. As he said, he banking black now. He should have been banking black. All this Pan-African shit he talk about, and he done had his money. He done had y'all black people money, and these white people banks all this goddamn time.
But later, did you go try to access your
What
account?
happened was I think I was sending my cousin like $50.
It was a homeboy initially, now it's his cousin, but initially on the line, he was sending his homeboy some money. He be lying too.
And it said zero balance. That's what did it. I called the bank. Why is my thing? Oh, your accounts are not accessible right now. For what? We're currently reviewing them. For what? I don't know. Only central office.
Yeah, they're told not to say nothing. Yeah,
you feel me?
Yeah.
So I was in limbo.
Damn. So, and you know what? It's interesting because when that happened, of course, a series of events happened, but I just want to deal with the bank part because do you think when you came out and done that affected your cultural equity at all? When you said that
Damn, lemon head. I know you the king and all, but it gotta burn you up just a little bit, just a tad bit. That like Poetic Flacco and Mary Ann Lorient made the Umar detractor list. And it's really funny, Flacco made the Umar detractor list because he was Umar supporter #1, especially going against you. So now for him to be recognized as a #1 Umar detractor with Mary Ann Lorient, it gotta burn you a little bit. You ain't get no clip. No, you ain't get no clip, G. It gotta fuck with you a little bit. Just a little bit. I'm just saying.
Because people weaponize that. We're not going to act like
they
people
weaponize everything.
But
They weaponize what I eat, what I wear.
Yeah, but this time it led into some of the narratives they've been trying to make. It was bad time. It didn't bother you at all.
And I'm gonna tell you why. Like, in order to understand me, the one thing people have to understand,
you have to be a scammer.
Is
y'all notice this nigga ain't repeating himself 3 times during this interview, which lets you know it's an act. When he on his shit, he does that, but he's sitting here having a normal goddamn conversation like he does in his real life. He wasn't repeating shit to Lene 3 times.
I believe I was born to do what I'm doing. And because of that, there's a thin layer of protection around me. You feel me? If you've noticed, I've been through a whole lot these 16 years that I've been global, right? And I bounced back from everything, you see? And I think it's because
Lene and Marianne, that's for y'all. This nigga told you he done been through everything that you can imagine in these 16 years, and nigga, he's still here taking donations for FDMG. Fuck y'all and y'all federal investigation. He ain't going nowhere. He ain't ducking no smoke. He's showing up at the meeting. He turning over his papers to the IRS. He here. He is here. Fuck y'all bullshit stories.
them ancestors, man, they're real. You feel me? They're real. And I think that as long as I stay true to my mission, they real. I was told that in the divination. Babylabo said, listen, your ancestors are with you. The success of your school is going to be
that means white people ancestors are real too. And the white people ancestors that are real too, they was like over your black ancestors. They was like over them, and they were slaves and subjugated to stuff. All your black ancestors you talking about, like the Nat Turners and them. And so the white men, the racist white men, their ancestors still alive? Are they ancestors protecting them and their racist heritage? Just out of curiosity, how does that work? Do black people own the rights to ancestors, or do everybody got ancestors that protect them and look after them and things of that nature?
Contingent on you remaining loyal and honest to your ancestors, because remember, they are our angels, right? And he said the success of your school is largely contingent on the ancestors. They're going to decide when it opens up, right? So because I believe I was born to do what I'm doing, I mean, look, you're going to have a hard time convincing me that I'm related to Frederick Douglass by accident. Do you feel me?
This nigga still telling the Frederick Douglass lie in 2026. His level of I don't give a fuck is at an all-time high too. These folks in DNA test his daddy and everything, and he's still saying he a descendant of Frederick Douglass. After his dad had been DNA tested by the actual family. All right then, G.
You feel divine, this whole thing.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
We come, he's a speaker, he's a writer, I'm a speaker, I'm a writer. Before I knew I was, you follow what I'm saying? You could argue that our family might be the most impactful black family in American history. Think about it. You got Frederick Douglass. You got his two sons, Lewis and Charles, one of which was a sergeant major of the 54th. Make sure you go to AMC and watch Glory. It's out. You feel me?
Yeah, bet.
Bruh, you is not part of these folk family.
Y'all let's check that out as a family.
Yes. My grandfather, George, first black public school teacher and Civil War veteran, founder of Bethel A&E. His father, my grandpa, Stephen, I come through their loins. You see, it's the cousin of Frederick Douglass and half brother. And then you got me with what I've done in the 21st century.
Yeah.
I don't think there's another family in black history that got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 men who put in the work we put in. You got Malcolm. Malcolm's grandson did a little activism. I was supposed to meet him before he passed. Malcolm's father was a president for Garvey. He was a Garvey leader. I believe his grandfather did some work, right? But that ain't 6. And then you got the Malcolm girls, right?
Yep.
You got Dr. King brother, Dr. King father, Dr. King right? So Malcolm, they got a pretty strong lineage. King got a pretty strong lineage. You got a few more. Booker T. Washington got a nice little lineage. But I don't think nobody, even with them, I don't think nobody messing with the Bailey dynasty. We got them.
But even for this generation, you carrying the flag so high.
Yes.
Like with the King family. It's like, we know y'all there and we love y'all, support
but
y'all.
You ain't front and center.
You ain't front and center. You just not on the marquee.
Nigga, you know this man ain't related to no goddamn Frederick Douglass.
Frederick Douglass is enough. Take us two. Who got two like that? You feel me?
And so that's what I want to speak about, right? Because what you have been doing over the last 16 years and you end up being debanked. Does that worry you? Do you like?
I was bothered because I've been with the bank since I was 14, so it was kind of sentimental. I got my first summer job, my working papers with them. I'm like, damn, y'all just. But it was a good wake up call because I already knew white supremacy. But when you go through it,
you're on a different level of war now, though. That's what I'm wondering. Do you feel that when you? Because You know, me and Charlamagne are real tight. He had got in a scenario before where some of the shit he was saying on Breakfast Club, they started to remove the insurance of his family and his they started to do certain shit when he first got into politics. People don't know this, but they literally started to target Charlamagne in a way where it's like, shut the fuck up about that. Right? I'm asking you, when you are debanked out of thin air, does that worry you? Do you understand the level of fight you're really in?
I understand my level of fight. It doesn't really worry me because I've seen it all before with the ancestors. You know what I mean? Like, sooner or later, it has to come to this. You know what I mean? I just didn't expect it then. You know what I mean? It was off guard because I was on my way to South.
False bravado and confidence.
Africa at the time. So I'm like, damn, I'm not gonna have no money in South Africa. You know what I mean? And I love South Africa, you know what I mean? So I was broke in South Africa, but everything worked out though.
Do you think your rhetoric and what you've done over the last 16 years, do you get away debt-free with that? Do you think white supremacy allows Dr. Umar
No,
Johnson?
they watching.
So what I'm saying is,
they watching, but they ain't doing nothing. What good is watching?
And they do what they do. You feel me? They watching, they sabotaging, they do what they do.
The debanking.
The white people sent the struggle streamers after him.
Nat Turner.
Okay.
The Confessions of Nat Turner. I'm born August 21st, the day the Nat Turner War, Haitian Revolution, George Jackson. Nat Turner said that when the spirit appeared to him, he said, this mission, whether it comes rough or whether it comes smooth, you have to bear it. It also said to him, such is your luck, such you are called to do. And as I said, whether it come rough or smooth, you shall surely bear it. In other words, whatever happens, happens. You feel me? You have to be at peace with the mission.
These dreams happen.
Let me ask you this. When you did have that scenario, because we're going to move to the school after this, but when you had that, did you notice that it was extremely loud? Like people were like I even heard Joe Budden, who came out and was like, yo, hold on. That doesn't make sense. Maybe people don't understand the debanking process, but people were asking questions like, hold on, you don't have any money, you don't have another card, you don't have someone you can go to. Your first thing is to go right online when this kind of situation happens to you.
The person going online has done more to help black parents save their children from the school to prison pipeline than any black person in American history.
Prove it. Prove it, sir. Can you prove these goddamn claims? I'm just saying, do you have evidence for this?
There's nobody you can name. Educator, politician, pastor, psychologist, sociologist who has saved more black children from the school to prison pipeline than Dr. Umar, and I've done it mostly for free. You feel me? So I'm going to my supporters. I'm not going to the world. The world got to hear it, but I'm going to my supporters and saying, yo, I need your help. And they started to help me. And as soon as they started to help me, Apple Pay debanked me.
So you actually started to
Apple Pay debanked them too? Damn, we ain't know this one. This is new. Apple Pay debanked him as well.
get money coming in and Apple Pay debanked you.
I can't use Apple Pay no more.
And you telling me you don't feel
and
like...
back to your question, they didn't give me a reason either. They're not required to. So I can't use Apple Pay no more.
That's heavy. Without reason, this is happening to you.
Cash App debanked me and debanked F.
Watch Lene come out and say, I'm the reason he can't use Apple Pay. She gonna come out and say it.
DMG. GoFundMe debanked FDMG. All of this because of struggle streamer, cyber thought, interference, and slander. You gotta remember, they don't want me to succeed anyway. So if your people come to us saying, shut him down, we clear.
Exactly. We'll go ahead.
Free and clear.
Yeah.
The niggas say,
yeah. That's why I'm wondering.
And that's the sad part about it.
That's so sad.
They don't stop.
It's so many more people, but we're gonna let Umar have it. One could say Bill Cosby save more niggas going. I'm just saying. But we'll let Umar go with that. He's done it. He ain't nobody fucking with Umar. He can't prove it though, but ain't nobody fucking with him. He the best.
Yeah.
It's sad, man.
Well, they don't stop because
but you know who I'm more mad at? I'm more mad at my supporters in Black America than I am at the struggle streamers and cyber thoughts and conscious jealous personalities, because I shouldn't have to fight them. I do too much for us to have to worry about them.
Yes.
They heads, not literally, but figuratively, their heads should already be cut off.
He said his supporters should have stopped the struggle streamers by now. Okay. He ain't gonna do it. His supporters need to do it. That's the message he's been regurgitating for about 10 years as well.
They should have already been approached. His name don't come out your mouth again, or its consequences. The saddest thing about genuine black leadership, the Kings, the Malcolms, the Garveys, the Freds, we gotta fight the system and fight our people at the same time. And that's why we get so exhausted, because when you come home, you gotta deal with them.
Are you ignoring the fact, though, that genuinely some of your supporters, doubt has crept in because of the timeline of the school?
Nah.
You still don't believe?
Nope.
You can't be a supporter and question this nigga. You can't. Supporters don't question. And questioners ain't supporters.
And the reason why I don't, because my supporters have never stopped supporting. They still donating right now. You feel me? Most of our supporters are repeat donor. The doubt is the haters, people who don't matter. I don't care what they think.
They also are speaking about like that there's a section of supporters that are not so happy, that are trying to pull some legal moves on you.
No, they're not supporters. The people who are out there, first of all, I'm not under no federal investigation. That's a lie.
Okay.
Struggle stream of lies. And
Mary Ann Lorient, Lene, he ain't under no federal investigation. But I will give some pushback and say, if you were under federal investigation, it's not like they would tell you. They wouldn't come up and say, we watching you, Umar. Just be on your shit, so you wouldn't know. But he said it ain't no federal investigation. Lene, I'm so close. Mary Ann Lorient, they told me not to leave the state. I'm close. We gonna get them.
People putting it out there are not supporters at all.
Wow. See, what they're peddling is there's a class
The
action
narrative
lawsuit.
is we're the supporters and we got issues. That's all lies.
Wow.
What they peddling, the Mary Ann Lorient lie has reached the It's Up There podcast. He not talking about your class act. He ain't talking about your federal investigation, Lene. He talk about Mary Ann Lorient saying she got a class action lawsuit and an FBI investigation. That's what they talking about over here. Lennon, they ain't talking about you neither. I know it sucks. Y'all to let this crazy bitch in, and she famous. She more famous than y'all right now. That's all I'm saying. Cause that's who the host supposed to know. It ain't Umar focusing on Mary Ann Lorient. It's the host.
Oh.
They are haters masquerading as supporters. Jealousy.
Ooh, how much y'all want to bet Mary Ann Lorient come out with a video today? What y'all want to bet? She is coming out with a video, family.
And envy.
In your heart, you don't believe there's any supporters that saying, Doc, it's been a long time.
Nope.
I love you. I believe you.
Not the ones who follow because they've always been kept lock and step with me.
Yeah, but that's blind faith. And we don't want to.
It ain't blind faith because they see the school.
It is blind faith. Nigga, we done seen the school for goddamn it 5 years. We want to see a textbook in that bitch now. We want to see desks, computers, projectors, whatever the fuck y'all gonna use. Nigga, basketballs. We want to see food lunch trays in that motherfucker, vending machines. The fuck? Y'all see the school. Y'all see the school. Nigga, you didn't even, well, I was about to say you didn't buy the paint for the outside of the school. You bought that bright, colorful ass paint because ain't no way they left that shit in there. Nigga, you gonna get somebody an epileptic seizure walking in that motherfucker, all them bright ass colors.
And they seen the progress of the school step by step, including the setbacks. They've never been in the dark. You gotta remember now, I give 300 speeches a year? I'm the most requested black scholar in the world, bar none. Most popular Pan-Africanist in the world, bar none. The #1 black conscious personality in this country, bar none.
We can't prove any of this.
Most credentialed, most popular, most loved, most hated, most everything. So people get to hear me regularly. So the updates are, you could probably go to a Dr. Umar support.
And he making $700 a month off his YouTube subscription. He in there.
A true one. And say, give me the timeline of the school. They could probably tell you this happened, this happened, this happened, this happened, the plumbing, the HVAC.
You know what? I rock with you. But what I'm saying is, I don't think that 100% of your supporters or 100%.
I disagree.
I think some of them are
THG, I believe everything except for that last statement. That nigga ain't going to jail, but he definitely is in denial, thinking that he ain't lost no supporters. He see Flacco doing videos on him, and Flacco was his #1 hitter. But he not going to jail. It would have happened already. It would have happened already.
Because you may have to redefine supporter then, because maybe you're talking about somebody who might have gave $10 once 10 years ago. But supporter for me is somebody who supports and consistently donates. They don't have issues, because you got to remember, I got personal relationships with all my supporters. I know them. So if you come to me and say your supporters got issues, I'm gonna ask you for a name. Remember, we recorded.
If you know all your supporters and got a personal relationship with them, you ain't got that many. Because there's no way you could just 100. We'll just give you 100. There's no way you could have 100 personal relationships with 100 of those people. Know them all by name, what they got going on in their life, and talk to them all. There's no way. You ain't holding no mass meetings like this. So for personal relationships, it means you gotta be on the phone with them and shit of that nature. It ain't happening, G. Sounds good. You full of shit.
Every donation, we know everybody.
Right.
So you see what I'm saying? And this is how I get the haters. Because they say, yeah, I donated. What's my first question? I need your name. How did you donate? Cash App? Check? When was your last donation? Because we got it recorded. Let me look you up.
We got it recorded. Keep in mind, he don't have Cash App no more. Cash App would not allow him to use it. So the chances of him still having Cash App on his phone and PayPal, who he said won't allow him to use them, are slim to none. Money orders, he ain't wrote down names of people who sent checks and money orders or cash. He's a goddamn lie. See, Lene, how I'm not defending Umar, I'm on his ass when he's saying stupid shit. That's what I do. Fuck Umar.
And then I look him up, you don't even exist.
I'm just defending him against you, ma'am. You and that crazy bitch Marianne, because y'all ain't gave me nothing plausible to say he did anything to you bitches.
This.
And you know what another thing I want to speak to while I have
And then when people talk about how long, right? That's an opinion loom. Remember, the school we building ain't never been built in this country before. This is the first school.
And he doing it by himself with money from his personal donors, which he got personal relationships with all of them. He talked to them, so it can't be that many. That nigga pulling in $500 a month in donations. It's gonna take him forever to open that motherfucker with money coming in like that.
In American history, independent African-centered school financed with donations from African people on every single continent in the world. Never been done. Too long, according to your government-sponsored charter school. That's government money. You can't compare this to this. Your home school, that's your basement. That ain't no institution. I saw a hater the other day, some hating out of New York, talking about.
That nigga said, out your basement? That ain't no institution. He is popping his shit. Like this nigga or not, he is fucking entertaining. He is. He's a character.
His homies built 2 schools or something. Where? In a home? Storefront? Basement? This is real buildings here. This is.
Where you niggas been in these schools at? Who is he talking about? He said, I see some nigga the other day. He in New York. Who is he talking about? Is he talking about the old Lord Jamai interview? Pop your shit though, Umar.
The real school, teacher's lounge, gym, cafeteria. You comparing an institution to a home?
Sir, can you get a couch in the teacher's lounge before you call it a teacher's lounge? It ain't nothing right now. It's a space. Can you at least get a couch in there for the teachers? Can the teachers get a microwave? Can they get a coffee pot? Like simple shit you have not bought yet. It ain't set up yet, nigga. I guess the people he waiting on donations so he could buy the furniture, y'all. He need the furniture.
Homeschool. And now.
Meanwhile, the black mold continues to pile up.
Everybody got this new school thing going on, right? So-and-so opened the school. You know what the definition of school is? A room with some books and pencils.
Right.
A room it's like church, right? I got a church. And then you go. The church is in your living room?
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
He popping his shit. Y'all talking about the church in your living room? Wait, you talking about you got a school and it's in the basement? He popping his shit.
Church and then there's church.
Right.
There's schools and then there's schools. We have a school.
Let me ask you this. Do you think with everything that's
There are schools and then there are schools. We have a school. What the fuck was that? We got schools and then we got schools and we got a school. Oh, okay. That nigga don't even know what grade he opening the school up for.
being said, and also why you want to clarify something, because I do see one of your detractors.
What's the mascot? Marcus Garvey? You gonna have Marcus Garvey printed on the jerseys?
And again, I understand how this works, man. A lot of people they form a confederacy.
Yeah, and they want to come up off your name.
Yeah, because they make money from the YouTube thing, right? And so you got
like 20 families on the internet, bro.
Right, but I do want to clarify something, because when they bring your donation amount in question online,
they don't know the donation amount.
I get that, and I see this from a lot of them, and I want to clarify that because they use my platform, they use one of our conversations, and so I want to clarify.
He's talking about you, Liddy. Liddy, you finally got a mention. But he ain't say your name though. But he know you used his video to talk about the donations. Liddy finally got the shout out. But he ain't say your name.
Clarify for the record, if there's an investigation going on or whatever's going on, I want to clarify this. A lot of people are saying that at a certain point you said that you had not took in $1 million.
We've never had $1 million at one time.
Now, right. But
he said we've never had $1 million at one time, my brother. Not at one time. But have we taken over $1 million? That ain't none of your damn business.
that's not what. All I'm saying is this: they got the dates wrong. So they're using a date of an upload date on YouTube, and it was upload for the second or third time at that point.
Okay.
So the
numbers I heard are preposterous. The date I've heard 3 million. We never hit 3, bro.
And keep in mind, Lene said he not up on this shit. Everything they're talking about has happened on YouTube. And Umar is telling you where one white dude, I can't think of his name, said he made $3 million. But Umar don't keep up with this shit though. Nope.
I've heard 5, I've heard 8, I've heard 10. If we had that money, both schools would be done.
I ain't heard no 8 or no 10 million.
What are we talking about? If I got that, bro, we already open and running, bro.
Yeah. Do you see why, with everything you're going through, getting the school up and running, do you see why people go to charter school, right?
Oh, for sure. It's easy. It's government money, but they control you now. Remember, the school we own was a charter school. They took their charter. They accused them of financial mismanagement and shut them down. I'm not giving no white man that power over me. They can still shut you down for some other fake stuff, right? Right. But it ain't gonna because I need your money.
Right.
This the second interview I've seen with this guy, Loon. He actually gives Umar pushback, but not too much to where Umar don't want to come back. I'm sure they discuss what Umar is comfortable discussing before the shows. But yeah, he gives pushback, but his ultimate goal is to get views off of it and have Umar come back because they do good numbers, which is why you keep seeing Umar there. If Umar wasn't getting him numbers, he wouldn't have him back. It's a business. What's going on, Mercy?
We did this think about this though.
That's why I was gonna ask you.
Black money, self-determination.
That's dope.
Because he in character mode. That's why he yelling. He in Lene / Marianne Laureate mode. He got to make the shit spicy. He got to give them their 10,000 worth.
That's why I want to know, how important is that victory lap gonna be for you?
It's important because people heard me say what we need to do. It's something else to see you do it.
Yeah.
Because if you look at anybody else in the conscious community, and I say this humbly and with respect to them all, because they still members of the African race, whether they identify with it or not, none of them are building a relevant institution. You cannot name me anybody in the conscious community of the United States. I don't care what ideology, what religion.
Everybody ain't gotta build no school, nigga. That's your dream. Everybody else don't have to follow that.
Religion, what they claim, who's building a relevant institution. School, bank, hospital, supermarket, manufacturing, distribution. You feel me? I'm the only one, and I'm the busiest one. So what excuse do you have? Now when the school open loom, the questions get different for them now. Because once they see FDMG open, now they're gonna go to him and say, look, bro, you've been talking as long as Dr. Umar.
Are you still gonna be traveling as the principal at FDMG, or are you gonna leave the vice principal in charge?
Oh. What institution you got? Because that ain't it. What institution you gonna build? You? If Dr. Umar more popular than all y'all put together, he speak more than all y'all put together. He more credentialed than all y'all put together. If he can give us a school starting without a penny, what you gonna give me? See, the reason they wanted to stop it, Loon, is because in their minds, I was already too big. He don't need nothing else. Now with this, it's a wrap.
Now this a big deal.
But I didn't do it for that. Because people be asking me, now that the school is done, all the renovations is done, we still got to pass inspection. That's going to be a whole nother fight, you feel me? But I'm going to go into a positive. Because you know, now they got to come through what they find too. Right, check.
Yeah.
But what I have to tell people, they stopped me at the airport, ain't you glad you shut up the haters? First of all, I didn't shut up the haters. They're going to find something else.
Yes.
Right? But I didn't do this for them. The focus has always been Black boys, and that's what it's going to stay.
Right. Now, that's a blessing. And again, I'm rooting for you. I've always been rooting for the school. It's a beautiful idea. Couple different things before we pivot off of the accounts and things being frozen. Also on the Joe Budden podcast, Mark Lamont Hill said he reached out to you during that time. I just want to get your
We haven't spoken. I think he did text me.
Okay.
Shout out to Mark Lamont Hill, but we haven't spoken.
For sure. Also in that moment when the accounts were frozen, there was another altercation where on the schools in Wilmington, Delaware, there were two papers.
He didn't respond to Mark Lamont Hill's text message, but he answered Mary Ann Lorian phone call. Cool.
Papers were presented by the state and
the
city. I'm sorry. You said that they were trying to sell the school from up under
without notice,
simultaneously with your account flow.
Are you going to tell me that's a coincidence?
I'm asking you. I'm telling you, there's a war going on. No man is safe
outside.
There's a war going on outside that no man is safe from. And I'm saying you are actively. If I take you at what you're saying, you're debanked. You are actively in a war that it doesn't feel like you understand.
No. I understand.
Okay.
No, trust me. I understand.
Okay.
No, I understand.
I'm saying this is much more serious.
It is.
Yeah,
because that was one of the biggest pieces of evidence I received. Outside of being told by FBI agents, I know that I'm being watched. That was one of the biggest pieces of confirmation I received that they're actively trying to stop you.
So the FBI been told him that they watching him. And y'all folks like he going to jail. He lying though. They ain't told him we watching you. That would be counterintuitive. But okay, if they were that bold, cool. There goes Lene and them federal investigation because they already watching him. And they don't need anything y'all talking about because they would have already been on top of it.
They heard you got debanked and moved that quickly. No notice loom.
Yeah, let's get into that.
Email,
let's get into
no letter, no phone.
Yeah, man.
For 5 months. Mind you, I was reaching out.
So
trying to deal with the vacant property registration fee.
Let's context set in here.
He capping. We saw where they capped back. Never in the history of a city have we seen the city clap back at a nigga online. That's how y'all know the school in the hood. They came on social media like, nah, bro, you lying.
So $72,000 was the number that I think it was. Was it
40 something?
Okay, 40 something. I thought you said they said we owe 72,000.
You know what? It could have been 70. It's been a minute now.
Yeah.
It could have been 40 for the vacant fee property registration fees past date plus the current utilities. Because you got to remember, the water bills be crazy, and we're not even using no water.
Like even in here, the gas and shit is high. But tell
even when
me,
you're not using
it. Not at all.
But utilities is a big scam.
Yeah,
it's a big scam.
But because it's a collective type of thing. Yeah. So let me ask you this. So walk me through this. Number one, how the city got to that position to want to sell it, and how you missed whatever correspondence they said.
I didn't miss it. They just stopped communicating with me because they knew they were trying to sabotage me. I didn't miss nothing. You're supposed to get a 4-year.
We've established that you never went down there in person to handle your business. You said you emailed, you said you called, but you never physically went down there to handle your business. The person who owns property and know you got to deal with these people every year.
Waiver if you're a nonprofit where you don't pay the vacant property registration fee, which they jumped up from about $1,500 a year to like $7,000. Trying to destroy us through bleeding our account, right? Well, I call them up and say, yo, we nonprofit. Can we get the 4-year waiver? The application got in too late. You feel me?
It got in too late.
So
this was before the letters, right?
We got the letter.
I'm saying, how do we even get to the point
We got to this because when I got the vacant property registration fee waiver, I asked them, can y'all retroactively apply the waiver to us? Because I remember I was late. Can y'all just do me this solid this one time? Because that's a lot of money to be paying when we living off the people's money when we should have the waiver.
Yes.
And I was told they would get back to me. And I spoke to the person 3 times on the phone and she kept saying, I'm gonna get back to you. And I emailed her 3 times and she never.
He gonna tell us he never went down there. You still, as a grown ass man, did not go down there. To even point out, you went down there and said, ma'am, I didn't talk to you 3 times. I done emailed you 3 times. What the fuck is going on? Can we get some answers today? You did not do that.
Responded. And the next thing you know, they trying to sell the school without any notice.
He didn't go down there, Loon. His lazy ass didn't go down there.
I think the proof is in, you feel me? I never dropped the ball. They stopped communicating with me on purpose.
Now, when you acquired
these, crazy?
I never dropped the ball.
I was supposed to be out the country.
Yeah,
they knew what they were doing, bro.
You would have been gone.
They were going to sell the school when I was out the country. When I came back, sorry.
They weren't, nigga. They didn't speed the process up because you was out the country. You weren't gonna be out the country that damn long to where the school would have been sold. Just did not how they know you were gonna be out? You saying the city was watching your they was watching your IG, and as soon as you said you was going out of town, they sent the nigga to put the notice on the school. Like he on the plane now, y'all. Go get him.
Somebody else owns it. I didn't know it was that easy. And then I start talking to property owners. They say, Doc, they doing it in New York. These Zionists and other people, they getting people deeds and faking deeds. I said, they can literally take your home that you owned your whole life that easy? Yo, something need to be done about that.
Wow.
You should have to be able to appear in person. You feel me?
Yeah. Bro,
that was crazy.
Not it's heavy. Now,
no notice stuck it on the door.
What I'm trying to understand is, you get these buildings. It was a charter school, no longer a school. So did the city classify the vacant buildings because it's not a school?
Yeah, because it wasn't being used.
Right.
So it's considered
And
vacant.
so there's a fee associated with when you acquire these buildings and they're vacant.
It's the vacant property registration fee.
Okay, and
so
it's every year.
Somebody is still attached to it and working on it.
Okay.
Now, mind you, all of our repairs have been done for 2-3 years now. Technically, we should have already been done.
Did this nigga just say all the repairs have been done for 2 or 3 years?
It's the vacant property registration fee.
Okay, and so it's every year.
Somebody is still attached to it and working on it.
Okay.
Now, mind you, all of our repairs have been done for 2-3 years now. Technically, we should have already been done. The problem is I decided to paint the building. I should have went for inspection first. You feel me? When I decided to paint the building and let all the volunteers come in, that ended up taking done for 2-3 years now. Technically, we should have already been done. The problem is I decided to paint the building. I should have went for inspection first. You feel me? When I decided to paint the building and let
the repairs been done. And instead of going for inspection when the repairs were done, I painted the building. He think this shit makes sense. Loon, if you don't ask this nigga what the fuck he talking about, yeah, definitely have a link. This shit is crazy. My nigga said, hey, this shit big. We was done 2-3 years ago, but I painted this thing. It took you 3 years to paint. And nigga, I remember it was volunteer. Nigga, your project is the only project where volunteers painted. Volunteers and crackheads painted the school. Oh, goodness, great. Umar is going to give y'all a chuckle.
So the volunteers come in.
Lennon getting his presentation ready now. And you loon, you talking about me? I'm going to get the presentation. In 2009, Umar Johnson announced that he was opening FDMG Bandos. And he was starting out in here. And then Umar, where he says he's gotten 500,000. But if he was a white man, he would have gotten more than $1 million. And then you see here, Umar Johnson says that he's collected $1 million, but he's not done. He's not satisfied. And here you see Umar, he get his presentation ready for you niggas tonight. He at work salivating. Yes, sir.
Hey, man, that dude was trying to ask the question, and Umar cut him off and started talking. Right, go back and rewind it. He's about to say the taxes went up because he's trying to say it was a conspiracy. The taxes went up. The taxes went up because the building was vacant and now it's no longer vacant. He doesn't want to answer that question, so he starts talking about something else, and then he go back to the building's ready. Wait a minute, no, go back to the taxes, because you said it was a person. You feel me?
Yeah.
And there is a I had looked it up before, but I can't remember exactly what that form was. But it explains in there about when it changes from a vacant building to occupied building, and what you got to do for the process. Which I'm assuming that he hasn't done any of this stuff. But the question he was going to ask him, Umar don't want to answer, so he changed the subject. Because he cuts him off and then changes the subject.
And I emailed her 3 times, and she never responded. And the next thing you know, they trying to sell the school without any notice.
Look, his eye twits. Look, his eye twits. They tried to steal the school, family, without any notice, G. You know what I'm saying? I emailed her 3 times. Boy, that eye twits.
Hey, that's that artist
and the next thing
right
you know,
there.
they're trying to sell the school without any notice.
That twits. Without any notice.
I think the proof is in, you feel me? I never dropped the ball. They stopped communicating with me on purpose.
Now, when you acquired
you know
these,
what's crazy? I was supposed to be out the country.
Yeah,
they knew what they were doing, bro.
You would have been gone.
They were going to sell the school when I was out the country. When I came back, sorry, somebody else owns it. I didn't know it was that easy. And then I started talking to property owners. They say, Doc.
So you cut your trip short to come back. You canceled all your African dates.
They doing it in New York. These Zionists and other people, they getting people D's and faking D's. I said, they can literally take your home that you owned your whole life that easy? Yo, something need to be done about that.
Wow.
You should have to be able to appear in person. You feel me?
Yeah.
Bro, that was crazy.
Now, this is heavy. Now,
no notice stuck it on the door.
What I'm trying to understand is, you get these buildings. It was a charter school, no longer a school. So did the city classify the vacant buildings because it's not a school?
Yeah, because it wasn't being used.
Right.
So it's considered.
And
vacant.
so there's a fee associated with when you acquire these buildings, and they're vacant.
It's the vacant property registration fee.
Okay, and so that's every year.
Somebody is still attached to it and working on it.
Okay.
Now, mind you, all of our repairs have been done for 2-3 years now. Technically, we should have already been done. The problem is, I decided to paint the building. I should have went for inspection first. You feel me? When I decided to paint the building and let all the volunteers come in, that ended up taking us over a year to get it done precise, right? And
it took over a year to paint with volunteers because he didn't want to pay he didn't want to paint. So he used senior citizens to paint the school.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense to me. He said it was ready for 2 to 3 years, but it would have been ready a year ago. His timeline is all jacked up. I don't know.
Lene was ready to go up there and paint. She was gonna volunteer to go paint.
You said who was gonna go up there?
Lene.
Oh yeah, I bet she was.
Umar was like, "You can't come around my other hoes. You jealous."
That man, I hate that he's like able to manipulate people with this stupid ass story because it's real stupid. Like the answer is real easy, but he makes it so complex. It's like, well, maybe, could be. Possibly a conspiracy, but more than likely it's just that this nigga just doesn't do paperwork well. Most India hired secretary.
He wasn't on top of his business. Ain't no goddamn conspiracy.
Yeah.
Them folk would rather he have that motherfucker open and be paying taxes on time.
Hell yeah. As high as them taxes are, hell yeah.
And utilities and all that other shit.
He tried to flip that and say, oh, they want the buildings now because we fixed them up. They can sell them to a higher bidder. Like, nah, whoever come in there gonna have to do whatever the hell you did again. You think they want those damn wild ass colors you painted? Air conditioning don't work. There's work to be done in there.
Retrospect room, I should have saved the paint until after we passed the spec.
Right.
We'd probably already be open with students right now.
Right.
That was
right,
a mistake
right.
I made.
Yeah.
I was so caught up in the look instead of saying, wait, time out. What do you need just to get your paperwork?
Yes.
Save the paint.
Right.
Historical error.
Yes. Do you think, looking back at everything that has happened with the school, and hold on, first of all, are you free and clear of whatever paperwork that they put on the door?
Well, remember,
is that taken care of?
Remember, we had to pay it
by a certain date.
And we paid it.
Okay.
In bulk. They were counting on me
not having it.
The bank accounts were frozen.
Yeah, as you should. As you should. They think you
like this Negro.
Yeah. So do you feel as though that you've mishandled?
It bothers me because Wilmington is a predominantly black city government and bureaucracy. It bothers me that nobody in that city government cared enough about my project to not even make a phone call to me, bro.
Yeah.
Everybody know my numbers. You feel me? Like, damn, y'all that trifling? All y'all see this about nobody go. Even if you call your cousin up, I know you listen to Dr. Umar, send him a DM and bro.
It's crazy.
They were gonna let,
and
bro,
then I was seeing
people, man.
It was crazy. I was seeing stuff online from like white supremacists and other people, like your haters, your detractors and stuff, saying, I'm gonna try to buy the building just to bulldozer it and think. I'm saying, oh shit. This is more meaningful than just this little thing Dr. Umar is working on. You got white supremacists understanding that there's this black dude working on this school in Wilmington, Delaware. They were saying that I'm gonna buy the school, bulldozer the school, and just like I think dude said,
so out of all the black people that said that, you gonna point to the one white guy that said it. But you gonna ignore all the Negroes, all the black people that said they was gonna buy the school as well. That's a bit unfair, Loon.
Put a toilet. Only thing gonna be there is a toilet. It was something crazy, but I'm saying that I didn't think that it garnered that kind of attention from white people.
But progress is always a threat, and you change nothing about a people until you change their consciousness and mentality.
Did a video
In the immediate
compilation
future, it may not matter much to some people, but the long ball, we own it.
Yes,
because this is just the first of many.
Yeah, that's that's the problem, right?
That's the problem. They're looking at the growth. If this pops,
if it works, it's a problem.
The momentum gonna be crazy.
Do you think that you've mishandled any of the processes?
Nah. The only thing that could have made this better is if the contractors we hired to do their work had integrity.
Why is he rubbing?
Would you admit if you had fell short somewhere?
Sure.
Is that hard for you to admit?
Nah.
Because of everyone watching?
Nah. The only thing that took time was we kept getting scammed by people we were referred to do the work. We got scammed by everybody. Everybody, bro.
He's self-comforting.
And then we went to the white people and they did the work. You know how painful that is, bro? To have your people.
He blamed it on black people again. It's y'all fault, even though the shit was done 3 years ago.
By people we were referred to do the work. We got scammed by everybody. Sure.
Is that hard for you to admit?
Nah.
Because of everyone watching?
Nah. The only thing that took time was we kept getting scammed by people we were referred to do the work. We got scammed by everybody. Everybody, bro. And then we went to the white people and they did the work. You know how that.
So everybody but white people scammed him. But if y'all remember the story, he said the white insurance agent, the white broker who sold him the building, and the lawyer colluded to make him not be able to get the vacant property tax retroactively and all of that. There was a conspiracy. And now every race except for whites scammed him when it came to getting the work done. Son of a bitch.
You know how painful that is, bro? To have your people take the money, not do the work, and you go to the white people and they knock it out.
Wow. That's crazy. There's also an idea.
The Prince of Pan-Africanism.
out there that Dr. Umar should have did an online school. Dr. Umar should have went that way.
But if you want an online school, go open up one.
I'm asking you.
No, I'm not saying you. I'm saying them.
What's your feelings on
that? My vision is my vision.
Right.
He got a point. He got a point.
See that? Yes. If Loon says, I'm going to open up a studio downtown in the biggest building, who are you to go and tell Loon to put it in his basement? That's his dream, his vision. If you want a podcast studio in your basement, go put it in your basement. But you don't impose your low expectations on the next man. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yes.
I'm living for the future. I'm not living for you.
Do you understand?
And there's no proof that online schools
That's
are
what I was finna
And
ask.
if you go back to COVID, Loon, you should remember this. When our kids were forced to be at home and learn, it was a disaster, bro. Do you not remember that?
Oh, man.
Did you see the teachers? They say, yeah, he's online, but he got a separate screen watching porn while the class. Do you feel me?
And you really are trying to affect our boys in a positive way.
Now, did you see the suicide rate for black girls went through the roof during COVID schooling? Because the home is so toxic. That's where they get molested, abused. Look, online, are you after COVID? You got black people still talking about an online school. They're not serious.
That's a great fucking point.
Most of our kids are raised by single moms who got to work so many jobs that they can't be home to properly supervise them. What about the obesity in black kids, Loon? They're not moving. What you want an online school for? You lazy slop. You know what bothers me about it, Loon? When it's time to go to the club, we want the best. When it's time to get a new car, we want the best. When it's time to buy a house, we want the best. When it's time to party, a vacation, we want the best. But when it's time to educate our kids, we will accept the bare minimum. Look at that, an online school. So your fat, lazy ass kid can just sit there and do, you feel me? Come on, man.
I'm with you. Let me ask you this.
You know how much you can.
My nigga called y'all kids fat and lazy with a straight face. That's what I'm saying. The shit he say is bad enough. Niggas ain't got a lie to say they got chicks and pretend that he preyed on her and all this other bullshit when she got that but could have said no at any time. This is bull. These whole story is bullshit. I just call y'all kids fat and lazy if y'all want a motherfucking online school.
Do with a real school compared to online. The only reason why online schools are popular is because they cater to lazy kids and they cater to people who want to keep as much overhead as possible.
That's what it really is.
You got no school buses, no school lunch, no class.
Nothing. Yeah. Just take.
You don't have any school buses. You don't have any school lunch, sir. You don't. Where's the cafeteria? Where's the refrigerator in the cafeteria, sir? Where's the stove, the oven, all that good shit that belong in the cafeteria kitchen? You ain't got none of this shit.
Take the money.
Thank you, bro.
Yeah.
Come on.
And that's what I was about to say. If you were really money hungry, like
I would have did online.
That's what I'm saying.
You know how many people
you would be global right now.
Come on, Lou. Come on, Lou. If he was really money hungry. Come on, Lou.
You know how many people approach me saying you need to do this and I can help you, bro? Just your name? I'm like, y'all don't get it. That ain't the way we fix this. That ain't the way we fix this. Oh, I see him on the computer. No, they got to be in my face. They need to feel me. Drop and give me 20 right now. You feel me?
He gonna make kids do push-ups, nigga. You gonna be fighting all day. These y'all niggas is gonna be whooping your ass, sir, or shooting at you one. Drop down and give me 20. What else? What's up, Gabe?
I tell people like, are you sure you can be able to get enough kids to come to the school? First of all, we starting small. Second of all, are you kidding? Once your son come to that school one day, if you try to take him out, he ain't gonna leave. You feel me? Once he get a taste of what we doing in there, he ain't leaving.
I'm glad with everything.
He's sure that the kids that he gonna make drop down and do 20, they not gonna want to leave.
Being said about you and all of the detractors, it doesn't put your fire out.
No.
That's one of the most important things. Like even when Young Thug, I was around him when a lot of stuff was going on online, and I was, I personally know these people. Yeah. So it's like, I like to see that their fire don't die, even when the controversy high, even when it's, I'm behind schedule, I'm running behind.
And you know why, Loon? Because I got too many elders who are counting on me to give them a victory before.
You got the ancestors.
But they leave there, bro.
Yes.
I had an elder, this past week I heard from 3 elders, bro, who I never knew before, right? One brother called, he said, yo, Dr.
It just so happened to be 3 elders. Just so happened to be he had 3 phone conversations with the lady and 3 emails. Just coincidence. 3 elders.
I'm sitting here with my mom watching you. She 82. Put her on the phone. Dr. Umar, don't you stop. You keep doing, don't you? You feel me? I had another elder. She was like in her 70s. I'm like, why these elders hitting me up today? And I said, I know why. That's the ancestors sending them to say, listen, don't you get caught up in that online hype. You got old folk.
I told y'all he had the ancestors
here who need a victory before they go. They've been donating to that school. They need to see it open. They need this.
Yeah, for sure. And you saying you're about finished. You're about.
Oh, we done.
Why do the old women, why do the old people that's about to die need the school and they ain't gonna send nobody to the school?
You're done. You're waiting on inspection.
Yes.
They need to clean out the school now. You feel me? Now you
Yes. Right. Maybe you got to speak in Spanish when they come.
Yeah, I want to clean. I mean,
I would want to speak in
wait.
Spanish.
I'm not gonna wait for us to do the waxing. That could wait till after.
Yeah, not the waxing,
You
but
feel me?
I'm
But
just
just
saying.
sweep it out real good, enough for them to walk and not fall over screwdrivers and, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? We just want to clean
Now,
out.
if you had to speak to a black parent, what would you say that your school is designed to fix that public schools can't?
Sir, if repairs were done 2 or 3 years ago, why in the fuck are screwdrivers and shit still on the floor? Screwdrivers, though. That doesn't make any sense at all, Umar. Why are screwdrivers and shit still on the floor and repairs were completed 2-3 years ago?
For black children.
Public school and design. To be honest with you, you should need no convincing from public school. But what are we going to give them? We're going to give black boys the self-love that a black boy should have. We're going to give them manhood, leadership training, knowledge of self, and the ability to go out into
by telling them to do push-ups. They might as well go to the military.
This world and do anything they want to do with themselves. But they ain't even have to ask.
Right.
Because after 1 month, they'll see a transformation in a month.
Yeah.
That they ain't seen in years over there. You feel me? The proof gonna be in the pudding. The proof gonna be in the pudding.
And so much as I believe in you, and you know I believe, I rock with you, and we've been friends for years.
My hardest job is turning away parents when the class size max, because I don't want to overburden my teachers. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Can't have us so many. I'm looking at 20, 25, right?
You don't have any teachers, Umar. There are no teachers. You took resumes 7 years ago. You ain't hired a goddamn janitor, a secretary, or nothing. I bet Lene dumbass sent in a resume.
I don't want to go 30 like public school. You feel me? And I know once we max, that's when it's gonna hurt.
Right.
She come Dr. Umar, they trying to put him on. I can't. You feel me? And then that's when I got to tell them, you see that school across the street, the Frederick Douglass building? We need money to get it right. Once we get that up, you feel me? That's what I got to tell them.
Move to the next one.
That's gonna be the hardest part of the job.
Right. Do you ever look at it and say, because your heart is in the right place, your mission is in the right place, do you ever feel like you under-engineered this?
What you mean?
You just didn't think it all the way through.
Nah,
With some of the,
Nah.
well, you do have certain things that's taking place, like the note on the door or little things.
That.
Well,
I don't control getting debanked. I don't control them.
Is he finna go off on him like he did Lord Jamar? Probably not, because this is homeboy.
Not returning my calls and emails, deliberately ignoring me. I don't control that.
Well, there's also a side of it to where if they are ignoring you and you know that conversation has been had, that you take the initiative to know. I have buildings over there. Y'all reached out at some point and
Thank you, Loon. Thank you. Why don't you take your lazy ass down there, you online Negro? You was a lazy online Negro that you would not go down there, and you knew you had to pay taxes and you wanted a waiver for these properties, sir.
now y'all ignoring me. Of course, you shouldn't have to. They should reach out to you.
They still ignore it.
What?
Yeah. What? I'm hoping we over that now.
Yeah.
But it's at a point now, because they made it kind of clear that they don't want me there with their behavior. It's at a point where, and I hope it don't go there, where I'm going to have to call all my supporters from around
I was
the
going to
world
ask you that.
and march on the city. I hope it don't go there. But if they don't stop, I'm going to have to go there. I haven't met with the mayor yet, though.
Like, ain't nobody coming to march for you, sir.
So maybe I need to go there first if this keeps up. I need to talk to him personally, because if he don't intervene, Then we go to the streets. I can at least tell the media I went to the top guy.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I've only communicated with the mayor's chief of staff, and he was no help at all. You know what I mean? He didn't give me no answer as to why I was being ignored, any of that. So he was
That's crazy.
right? And he's black.
Yeah.
Right? And then the person under him lied and communicated with one of the struggle streamers.
No, they didn't lie. They told the truth on your black ass. How you figure they lied?
And said that the city has been in constant contact with me. That was a complete lie. And I got with the chief of staff and said, you need to talk to him. Not only is he talking to haters on YouTube, which I don't think is professional, he putting out misinformation. If it's one thing that they do that I don't like, aside from trying to sell the school, like if you say, what's the on? They share too much of our information with people who ain't got no business knowing. You feel me? And that's something I'm gonna have to look into with an attorney too as well, because I was told they're not supposed to do that. Like people should not be able to call the city and just get any information about you and your school that they want.
If it's public information, they can. Hence the term public information.
You feel me? It's very, when they know you're the only one who interfaces with the city. Y'all know that. So why are you just talking to random people? I know some of that is hate.
Yeah.
Right? But legally, I got to look into that because I got a couple free with my information.
Legally, he has to look into that, but this shit happened 6 months ago. He ain't looked into it. And Loon asked the question. Check.
Right, I got a couple different questions. With you going through that with the city, do you really feel in your heart that you can mobilize black people in that way to march on the city? And I don't mean a couple hundred, I mean like.
I think so. There's no way to know except to do it, but I think we can, especially if they know the school done, which it is, and they playing around with this permit, because this next thing is really going to decide, you feel me? Are they going to give us, are they going to play a million games? I mean, I'm going to work with them a little bit, but once I get to the point where I'm like, you know what? They don't intend to give us the permit. They're just going to dog walk us the whole time. I'll probably consult with an attorney first. Definitely got to meet with the lawyer, the mayor. And then after that, we probably got to get a permit to march on the city, get the media involved. You know,
ain't gonna give you no permit to march on the city.
And then we might got to sue them.
Yeah.
Because we've definitely been discriminated against. So
already.
You already said you were gonna sue them once before.
Yeah. What they did with trying to sell the school, that was low. So we've been discriminated against already. So maybe trying to.
If they would have sold the school behind your back, say you were in Africa, and of course we're in hypothetical land. If they would have sucked all the air out of you?
Nah.
Still got fire burning. They took the school, I'm still.
When they sabotaged Marcus Garvey's Black Star Line Steamship Corporation, which was incorporated in Delaware, he started the Black Cross navigation. You got to keep going.
Damn.
You can't put a price or a timeline on people's hope. You follow what I'm saying?
Yes.
You can't put a price and timeline on it. When the white people was attacking Garvey, black woman stood up and she said, why are you worried about our money? We giving this money to Marcus Garvey to build it. It ain't yours.
Right.
They say he ain't getting nothing from the government. Mind your business. If we want to give Garvey the money and he failed, then we decide if it's an issue.
Yes.
Y'all don't care about us. Why y'all worrying about if it's an issue or not?
Right.
Same thing I say to my haters.
Yeah, it's like, and again, I'm glad I pointed that out so they can, because they stand on the fact that on October the 20-something, 2024, Dr. Umar said that he didn't get up. It's like, bro, the date is.
Ooh, that is a Lennon voice. Lennon, you did make the podcast, but only he imitated you and said that you used his comment to twist his words. But he definitely just imitated you. He did the shit out of you like I had just did. Pause. He got your ass. Pause.
Yeah, it's like, and again, I'm glad I pointed that out so they can, because they stand on the fact that on October the 20-something, 2024, Dr. Umar said that.
Yeah, no, that was the Lennon voice. I did the Lennon voice earlier too. I said he is getting his presentation ready to tell Loon every year Umar said how much money he gathered. Yeah, you ain't no supporter. Give me your money, and you don't consider yourself a supporter after one time. You got to give a whole bunch of times. And I know you personally and have conversations with you.
He didn't get up. It's like, bro, the date is wrong, respectfully. Because when you pull it from YouTube videos, bro, there's a level of information in the backdrop that doesn't show on the upload. When it really was shot versus when it was uploaded. You know, there's things happening that they're not accounting for, man. It's like,
I never paid much attention to them. The people who gonna be for you, and the ones who not. If you would have told me,
he understand the business, which is why he don't do. He got in his feelings years ago when he was busting back 2020, 2019. I'm on your ass and all this shit. He get it. Every blue moon, he pop his shit though. Like when he posted Lennon wife and shit. After again, Lennon been talking about this nigga for years. He had somebody up there calling him gay, saying they stuck fingers in the shit in the booty. Your wife is not off limits. Fuck that. Like you letting this bitch say she played in my booty, nigga. And hinting that I fuck trannies, and I can't talk about your wife, man. If y'all don't get y'all pussy ass up out of her, my mama pussy wasn't off limits. Fuck your wife. That would be my thinking if I'm Umar Johnson. How in the fuck you gonna dog everything out about me and then say I'm off limits for posting your wife? And you brand this motherfucker telling motherfuckers you got blueprints in my mama house and shit. Man, hell no. Ain't nobody innocent in this shit. And I don't tell niggas how to fight. Cause I done did some dirt ass shit, but niggas shouldn't have been fucking with me. I wasn't bothering them. I fight how I fight. What it do, Drake?
12 years ago when we took, well, almost 12 years ago when we took our first donation in St. Louis, April 12, 2014. If you
see, I told you, Mr. Loon, I told you. In St. Louis, April 2014, Umar Johnson collected his first donation for FDMG.
It said, did you think that your own people would sabotage your GoFundMe for the school, sabotage your Cash App for the school, sabotage your bank accounts for the school, slander you, vandalize the school? I had people call.
Well, you underestimated niggas, sir. Apparently you didn't pay attention to the history of your ancestors. If you didn't think
this nigga
was possible.
This nigga is so damn full of himself and delusional that it is amazing.
And he like he like the hoe that shot the movie for him and the hoe he fucked. He just like them though.
Just like him. Just like him. To the damn T, but then he get himself caught up in this delusion where he think that he better than them. So it's like, you know, Negro, when you gonna come to reality? He like, oh, I'm thinking that this ain't gonna happen, and I'm thinking like, really, dog? I mean, he's a strain on tolerance, man.
I find this nigga entertaining.
The utility company and try to get the utilities turned. You follow what I'm saying? This is why I don't answer the questions, Lou, because the questions are disingenuous. You know why? You don't ask the people sabotaging us why they sabotaging us, but you want to ask me why the school ain't open yet. That's disingenuous. Why am I asking?
Who's sabotaging you? Can you tell us the name of the people sabotaging you so we can ask them why?
He gonna say his struggle streamers. He gonna say everybody that's against it. He gonna say Lennon, KKC, Jay Witt, everybody who is anti him is sabotaging. He gonna say I'm sabotaging because I don't support him, and I haven't given $1, so therefore he gonna say I'm against him. Anything that's his thing. He want to play the role of the victim all of the time.
My nigga, he had
Loon, why your podcast ain't up? When I know he's sabotaging Loon, he's sabotaging Loon, why don't I go have a conversation with the saboteurs? You see what I'm saying?
Yes, yeah.
If there was no sabotage, that's a different conversation.
Right.
But not only did I have to fight the city, I had to fight the YouTubian struggle streamers, fake woke people. I mean, I remember one time we called the gas company. They said, somebody, you just called here. I said, no, I didn't. They was using my name, bro. Oh.
Niggas call
so now I got to use passwords because these people, they do anything for a couple struggle streams, man. It's just
and that's too much. And that's what I'm saying. To me, that's
why I said they do anything for a couple struggle streams.
But the thing is,
anything for some struggle streams.
But the thing is, he's saying he need to go to his struggle streamers, but he won't do an interview with none of them. He won't go on any of those platforms.
Y'all some struggle streamers. He not.
But he said he need to go to his saboteurs. So don't say you want to go to your saboteurs, but then you won't go to your saboteurs.
Nah, he ain't saying he need to. He's saying people need to ask the saboteurs. Why they sabotage you, Umar? You got your hoes that come out here and ask people why they fucking with you. They do. Nobody wanna hear that shit though.
Earlier, I shouldn't have to fight them. My people should take care of my haters for me. But we've never been there. Look
but that's what I'm saying.
They back to the 2018, 2019 rhetoric. Pull up team.
Malcolm was fighting and having to evade for his life.
But I think it's a growing concern, man. Not that it won't happen.
Goonie Goon Squad.
You know, it's not happening. But I do think, even with the Joe Buttons and people you may have stood next to, like, it's people want to say certain things. So it's like, yeah,
I don't pay it no mind.
So, but what I'm saying is, I think you don't.
Done what I done.
But listen, I don't think you resent it. I think you diagnose it. And if it's serious, and if it's from our people, I think that at some point, bro, the sabotage shit starts to work. Motherfuckers start to actually buy into it and believe it a little. And when you
that ain't just happening, they've been doing that.
Yeah.
They've been believing.
Right.
You follow what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah,
I see what you're saying.
They've been believing.
And you've been able to do this in spite of, like yards after the
in spite of.
Yeah.
The victory in spite of.
That's
bro,
all.
they've done everything they could. They tried to get our festivals.
So I never seen none of it. Until the last couple of years, it felt like.
Nah, this has been ongoing. Remember, they sabotaged the GoFundMe in 2015, bro. The first year of the fundraising, they got the GoFundMe shut down, man. When I tried to get to St. Paul's College,
we talked about that on our first episode.
They was calling down there sabotaging, bro.
On the points,
I think we underestimate how self-hating Black people are. This FDMG campaign has.
Again, if you shocked by any of this shit, you must not have studied the history of your ancestors, sir.
Hey, he don't know the struggle that he claimed he's so entrenched in, and Frederick Douglass fought, and Harriet Tubman, his distant third cousin, removed from the backside of his family. He don't understand the history for which he's speaking. All of that, I want liberation, empowerment. They fought for this and people died for this. How in the hell he going through this modern day shit and he claiming so much damn strife? This modern day, this new age bullshit he claimed he going through. And he can't handle that, but he trying to say that he would have been somebody of some significance back in the day? Come on, dude. But this the thing.
And COINTELPRO.
But this the thing now. He talk all this big trash about his people need to go out there and fight for him, but he the same Negro that'll be like, hey man, if you want to agree with me, you can meet me outside. So what happened to all this? I can handle my own, I can fight my own battles and all of this stuff. But then he get up here and expect people to fight for him. That's why FDMG, I felt like if he would have been able to open that school like he wanted to, he wanted to create a bunch of militants that he was going to be able to be the general and send them out there to do his doggone dirty work. And he sit back and keep his hands clean like, hey, I taught them. What they chose to do with the information I put in their head is not my fault. He do the same. He trying to do the same thing that them doggone MAGA people. Something go wrong. Donald Trump like, they ain't MAGA. I ain't sent them out there to do that. It ain't my responsibility. That's what Umar wanted. He wanted a bunch of militant little knuckleheads to go out there and do dumb stuff. Because he want to uprise and get people slaughtered. Straight up dumbness.
Ain't gonna happen.
Really show me post-traumatic slavery disorder, bro, on another level. And if I'm gonna look at this spiritually, Loon, I can make an argument. Somebody can make an argument that the Almighty kept me from opening this school this long because I needed more education on who I was dealing with when it comes to dealing with Black folks.
Yeah.
Because if that school would have opened in 1 year, I think it'd be closed already. I would have trusted too many people and it would have destroyed me from it. Now I know better.
Yeah.
Now I know better.
Yeah, you got intel.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Now, because if you notice, my conversation isn't for the haters. Mine is for the supporter or the would-be donor or the person believing you that might be just a little weird.
Show them now. It's time to show now.
Right. And so what I'm saying is when we're communicating, I'm being clear to the haters that this ain't for y'all. This is for the people.
They already know that though. Well, I don't even need to tell them that. Because I done said it so much. You know what I mean? They know I don't talk because I don't respond to them. That's what they really hate. You know what they want me to do? They want me to go on their struggle stream. Oh, ask me whatever you want.
Right.
The problem they got with me, Loon, is I never.
He talking about Leonard. He talking about Leonard. They went, but Mary Ann wanted to say his name too, but Leonard said he got $5,000 for an Umar interview. Shouty said Umar don't be paying attention to that shit. But then Mary Ann told you he be watching. He listening right now. They want me to come on the struggle stream and ask me anything you want, Doc.
Because I done said it so much, you know what I mean? They know I don't talk because I don't respond to them. That's what they really hate. You know what they want me to do? They want me to go on a struggle stream. Oh, ask me whatever you want.
Right, type
The problem they got with me, Luna, is I never made myself accountable to them. They hate it. Why he not answering this? Because you ain't nobody.
Right.
You ain't nobody.
Lennon, that's his answer. That's his answer to you, Lennon. And Lene and Mary Ann Laurie. That is y'all answer. The reason he ain't made himself accountable to y'all is because y'all ain't nobody. Y'all is not Ifa Tunde. All y'all together is not bigger than King Cole consciousness. Y'all ain't stopping shit. I gotta play it back. Oh, y'all ain't nobody.
Oh, ask me whatever you want.
Right, type
The problem they got with me, Luna, is I never made myself accountable to them. They hate it. Why he not answering this? Because you ain't nobody.
Right.
You ain't nobody.
Right.
You know what I mean? And that's
Now, if you do have a supporter, young guy or older person out there, and they wanted to follow your blueprint, or they have questions about the next school, can you confidently say it won't take 12 years for the next?
I can't because I don't know what the future holds. I don't know what.
But with all the intel and information you got along the way, I would say you should be more efficient in doing this the next time.
Oh, there's mistakes that won't be made because I now know how treacherous. Before this loan, you couldn't have told me somebody would take a check for tens of thousands of dollars to do a job to open for a school for black kids.
I thought he was about to talk about the. I thought he was about to talk about the legacy home buyers check. Okay, never mind. I got excited.
And then before this loan, you couldn't have told me somebody would take a check for tens of thousands of dollars to do a job to open for a school for black kids that's being funded by the community, and they black themselves. You couldn't have told me they could take that check and don't finish the job. Do you feel me?
Where's the proof? This joker, he just shitting on black people. Where's
the proof? He telling the damn lie. Black people talk about black-owned businesses all the time about how they be scamming, how they don't finish jobs, how they got rude customer service. He's a motherfucking lie that he couldn't have been told that if it happened, it wouldn't happen because they black. He's a motherfucking lie. I don't believe it happened, but if it did happen, he's a lie saying he never would have thought in a million years he would get scammed by a black person. By a black-owned business. And it's a known thing that black people talk about black-owned businesses not opening up when they say they're gonna open. They don't ever answer the goddamn phone. Shit of that nature. He full of shit.
Well, that's the pot calling the kettle black, yeah.
And find somebody talking about how a black-owned business scammed them and stop answering the phone.
Well, hey, thank you. He don't answer the phone. He ain't open up his business.
Several black people money and stop answering the phone.
He ain't open up his business like he said he was supposed to. How many start dates he done gave? You know, so he is the picture definition of what he doggone saying, but he don't realize how much of a hypocrite he is. He don't see it.
He just don't give a fuck. His level of I don't give a fuck. This is at all. He's Super Saiyan level, nigga.
And it came highly referred. You feel me? These ain't people. You couldn't have told me that, bro.
Yeah.
Yo, this was times where I had my gun in my hand, like, yo, I should go blow his mother effing brains out, man. That's the.
He ain't about that life. He ain't about that life. He might. Hey, I know plenty of jokers who tote guns, but ain't willing to doggone pull the trigger. So he might have had a gun in that doggone bag of his, but that ain't to say he gonna pull the trigger. So he can sit there and say that, just like I said earlier. He talk about, hey man, meet me outside. But now, what he gonna say? I should have blown his brains out, but I'm gonna get one of my boys. One of my boys should have went and blew his brains out. One of my followers should have went and blew his brains out. He ain't built like that, man. He just not. I don't care whether he from Philly or
completed
not.
the job. Give Dunn his money.
Thank you. As much as me and Don butt heads, that man won. That man did his job. That man won his case, and he still won't pay that man.
You scammed him.
It's the people's money you just stole. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I had to eat it. It was painful.
I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. I ain't eating nothing, and it's clear.
Hold on,
in
hold
this
on.
industry,
Pause
they
that,
know
pause
that boy don't
pause
eat.
that, Trey.
I don't play like that. I come from.
The people monies you done stole. That's what that nigga just said. That's the people's money you done stole. Now he bought buildings for $400,000, $419,000. Where the rest of the money at? He done collect. He said $750,000. That's the number he said on Lord Jamar on somebody's show. So if he ain't collected the $2 million, but he collected the $750,000.
Watching him, G.
Because we should hold that Negro accountable, because he ain't got a dollar from me. But he steady talking about black empowerment and black community. So when you invoke the community, when you invoke black people into it, then I got a voice.
Yeah, he said he not accountable to y'all because y'all ain't nobody. He said he not answering no questions.
He said a whole bunch of shit.
He'll answer. He said he'll answer questions for Loon though. He ain't talking to us.
Yeah, because Loon paid for him to answer them questions.
Smart man.
From zero to hero. So I don't play the same games. I don't negotiate.
Real talk, Umar. You, a Lennon jet would definitely be bigger than you and Loon. It would definitely be bigger. Just real shit. Like it definitely would be bigger, but I don't agree. I think that's lowball. You want to talk to me for 4 hours for $5,000, nigga? Hell no. That's $12.50 an hour. I'm worth more than it, sir. Nigga, you can get 1 hour for $5K. Do what you want.
Terrorists, right? I'm telling you, you mess with my money or you steal from me, there's a problem that go with that. I'm telling you that, and I'm sorry. That's just how I'm wired. With you in the school though, I think you're in a good spot. I hope the school opens here soon because I think black kids can benefit from the school. I truly, truly, truly believe that black kids can benefit from that school.
Only if they can pay for it.
And I send my best wishes to
if. I mean, the school done. It's just a matter of what we got to do to get our paperwork. You know what I mean? How hardball the city going to play. Hopefully they just, accept that we here.
So he letting y'all know the city is going to play hardball with him about getting the certificate of occupancy. Be prepared.
Oh yeah, he's setting up the failure. But
the city is not working with him. He ain't heard nothing back.
But was it me? Was it just me? But didn't Loon just kind of pull his gangster card just now by saying that if it was me and people were stealing money from me, that they would have to hear from me that I go back at them? Yeah. Now that's what Loon just said. But so is he kind of punking Umar right there? Like, you talk about pulling a gun and you talk about all these people stole money from you. Why you ain't check these people? You just let these people take away.
You ain't have to blow his brains out to get your money back, nigga. You got the pistol. Go in his pocket.
Dig in his pocket. So he just basically punked Umar out just now. See, you can't go in there talking that big talk about what you gonna do, and then when somebody asks, well, why did you do it? Now you ain't got no excuse. You can't say the mission bigger than that. Don't bring up the fact that you got this and what you should and could do. If you don't bring it up, then can't nobody come back and spin it in your face and say, this is what you said, why didn't you? Because it ain't no excuse for that. You can't make no excuse once you put that on the table that you about that life. That's just me saying. I could be wrong.
And let him teach his kids. I don't plan on getting them, because I think another issue too with them is they think I want to get involved in the politics because of my popularity.
Right.
No, I don't.
Yeah.
I don't want to be no mayor of Wilmington. I don't want to be no city council president. I don't want nothing y'all got.
Right.
I am here for the school to teach. Leave me alone. You ain't got to worry about seeing me for nothing. I'm purely here to educate kids. You feel me? Because sometimes people start worrying about that. He coming down here from Philly. What is his true bro? I am not a politician, man. I'm a Pan-Africanist. I can do more for my people in the street than I could ever do in that office. I don't want it. You ain't got to worry about that. Just give me my school and leave me alone.
Was Charlie Kirk an enemy to black people?
All right. That is all I have for now on that one. Lene, see, I told you, Lene, which is I did you this morning, I did Umar this afternoon, and I'm back on your ass tonight. See, you just feel it. Versatile. But that's all
Hey, I missed that. Yeah, I missed the. I got to go back and look at the Lene one. I slept a little too long today, so I got to check out the Lene one. But I got your messages. Did you have a chance to stroll through the page and information? Not that I sent you, but did you go to the page and check out what was on that page? Or you didn't have a chance to?
I just looked at the pictures.
There's a ton of them on there. She got some on there. So check it out and see what you see. But other than that, man, I'm out, bro.
Big voice. We out.
Low key, niggas hating cause they don't want no beef. State gang, true sippers, bitch, I bet we don't eat.